Welcome everyone to our live stream. We are doing this for the first time and we hope the best that it will all work out. So at first I want to wish everyone a healthy and happy new year 2025 and welcome you to our New Year's reception of F3B. Christian and I would like to reflect on the last year and give you an overview about what F3B flying actually is, and also do an outlook into the year 2025. So I will now switch over to Christian and let him say hello.
Yeah, welcome. And thank you, Stefan, for hosting this live stream. It's the first time we do this, and I hope we can make this more often. Thank you very much for organizing all the stream and having me. And I'm happy to look forward to the next few minutes where you give the introduction, and we will have another look at what happened last year and what will happen this year. Thanks.
Yeah, so I saw that the video was not available, but I think we could hear Christian. Maybe someone can get us a feedback in the chat. Yeah,
I think the sound worked.
Okay, nice. That's good. Yeah, so I will actually start with the first point, which is an overview about what F3B even is, because I'm always in the situation if I am at my flying club, or also if I'm talking to people who are not even flying F3B or not even flying any RC models, that it's hard to explain. And for this purpose, I got this little plane. Some will recognize it. It was made in on the World Championship in Denmark in 2023, and this is just for demonstration. And I would like to start with explaining how we set up our winches. And I got some line here to explain this. So we put this line on the glider, on the hook, and this is the line. And on this side of the line, which is 200 meters away, there's a turnaround. So there's a roller through which this line is led, and then the line is pulled back. And on this side of the line, we have the winch, which is standing right in front of the pilot or the helper, but it's on the same side of the winch line. And if you pull on the line which is on the downside, you will put tension on the glider, and this will make it launch. And to show you some details, this is the model of the hook. I have to hide, so this is getting sharp. And the hook is opened to the back. And if the glider hits a special point, then the line will just fall out. So this is a major difference in comparison to real gliders, where you have to pull a handle in the cockpit and release the line. This is done automatically by mechanics. And I brought also the fuse of my complete glider. And on this, of course, the hook is a bit stronger than on my little model, but hung in the same way. And when it releases, the model leaves the picture frame, of course. Then this little parachute on the line will be released. This one has seen some launches, as you can see, and will keep some tension on the line. And this makes the line, because of this, the line will not fall down immediately, but the helper is able to pull it in to the turnaround, so the lines do not get crossed, because when we are at a contest, there are lots of lines in the field. So that was the basic explanation of how you hook the glider into the into the line, and I need this again. When we start the winch, I show it in this way. Then we will. Sorry, I have to do this the proper way. Let's take the time for that. So when the winch gets started, we get the tension on the line, and in the right moment, just before the line breaks, and when there's enough tension on the line, the helper will release the model, and the model will launch. And then usually we go out to the side, put some more tension on it, and then there is the point where there's the most tension, if you do it right, on the line, and then you put the nose down of the glider, making a lot of speed, and then you pull up and the line falls out. And then you climb, and in the right moment you push the elevator down and the glider is flying horizontally. So that's the ideal launch. And yeah, I have a video, because it's so dry if I just act in front of the camera. I have a video from the World Championship 2023, which shows the whole launching process in action. So I hope it works. The glider goes out to the side.
Hop. Release.
This was the zoom phase, and now the glider is climbing up and getting pretty tiny. So I hope that is a proper explanation of how you launch a glider in F3B. And so the launch is the beginning of every flight, of course, and also the beginning of every task, because we have 3 tasks in F3B. And the first task is duration. So the task is to fly for 10 minutes. And after these 10 minutes, you ought to land on the landing mark right in front of you. So we start in groups that can be up to 10 people. In most contests, it's only 8 people, but yeah, these are the rules. And you get a working time. So if the working time was only 10 minutes and you would have to make a 10 minutes flight, it would be a bit stressful, because everyone would like to launch at the same time and it would get a bit busy. So it's 12 minutes of working time, and that gives us a bit of time, so we can launch one after the other, and you can also do a relaunch without losing the chance of flying for 10 minutes. So yeah, that's actually the task. It's easy to explain it, but it can be difficult to fly the task actually. Yeah, so now we come to the other tasks, and to understand these, I made a little picture to show the A base and the B base. So this is the flying field in Bullingen in Belgium. It's also a nice contest. And you see here the winch lines where the gliders can be launched in one direction or the other. And then we have this so-called A base, which is a plane. In the geometrical understanding, it's a plane that is standing on this side of the flying field, and the B base, which is 150 meters away and standing on the other side of the flying field. And the next 2 tasks will happen in these spaces. The first task is distance flying. The task is to fly as many legs, as we call it, in 4 minutes. So when you fly into this course with your glider, you will the 4 minutes will start to count. And you fly from A base to B base, then turn around, and then fly back to the A base. And to make this possible, we need a lot of helpers. There are helpers at the A base, and there are helpers at the B base. So, for example, if 4 pilots are flying in one group, which is drawn right before the contest, who flies together, then we will, then every helper will have one plane to spot. So there's one helper for every plane on the A base, and one helper for every plane on the B base. So if the plane crosses one of the bases, the helper will push a button, and that will give the pilot a signal through the signal machine, I would call it. It's placed at the A base. It has lights for every pilot and also sounds for every pilot. And the different signals are Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. And you have to remember your sign or maybe your sound, but it's even better to have a helper who is only looking at the light and calling the name of the pilot or the team, that depends, out when it's time to turn around, be it on the A or also at the B base. So that is distance flying. The working time is 7 minutes in this task, which gives us a lot of space for tactics, because you have to place your 4 minutes flight in these 7 minutes, and the 4 minutes count as soon as you enter the course. So you could, for example, launch right at the beginning of the 7 minutes, try if the air is good, then maybe restart, do another launch, and go in the course whenever you want. You can also look at the other pilots, how they are performing, and you can also do a restart after you entered the course. The most important thing is that you do the most legs at the beginning of the, you have done the most legs before the ending of the working time. So this is really a thing about tactics. Then depending on the airfield, it's possible to fly on one side of the flying field or the other. So really an exciting task, I think, and there's a lot to learn in distance flying. So the next and last task is task C, which is speed flying. In this task, every pilot is launching separately. So we have 3 minutes of working time. Usually you start directly, and after the model is released from the line, you have 60 seconds to fly around, maybe to catch some thermals, but you have to enter the course before these 60 seconds have run out. So that prevents people from getting way too high when the thermals are very well, just to keep the chances equal. And when you enter the course through the A base, before you enter, you dive down so to pick up the speed of the glider, and then you have to fly 4 legs. So from A to B, from B to A, from A to B, from A to B, B to A to B, and from B to A, flying through. Because there's a risk that I told some trash now, I would like to show you a video that shows the whole process of flying F3B. In short, this video is also available on my channel. We will put the link in the video description of this live stream, so you can feel free to share it, maybe to your flying club or also to your family if you struggled to explain what you are doing on the flying field every weekend. Then this is maybe a chance to get a better understanding for them.
14. Weiter und rein. 20, 10, hopp! Hopp! Jawohl! Raffle! Ja! Up! Yes! Ja! Yes!
Faut pas tarder à poser là.
Yeah, so some impressive pictures, I think. What I didn't mention before was the whole team thing, because F3B is definitely a team sport. And if you go to a contest completely alone, it's not. There have been people. What I've heard from. I heard of people that have done that completely alone. But yeah, it's better to have a team. And that does not mean that you have to build up a team before you can go to any F3B contest. We have something called the rookie program, I would call it. So it's also possible to just have a glider and go to a contest and find a team. If you are interested in that, just give me a message or call Christian. There are so many people in F3B. We will make it happen no matter where you live. Even if you live in Australia, for example, we know people there, and we can build the contacts and make it happen. So this was my addition. Christian, I know why you were not available, or why we couldn't see you now.
Okay.
So I would give it a try again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not working.
That's
but it's not your not your fault. It's mine.
Okay. Yeah, maybe you can try, and I say also a few words to that. Thanks for the introduction first. I also can fully agree. I think it's a team sport, and it's also where a lot of the fun lies, because you meet so many great people. You meet so many interesting people all around the world even, and you can enjoy having fun with them, with the hobby you have together, and do a lot of flying together, have fun at the competitions, do some training and so on. So that's basically what gives me all the fun and the ambition of doing something and really participating in these competitions. And I think that's one of the biggest and most important points. And yeah, the disciplines and the gliders, that's just an additional benefit, of course, of F3B. It's just great techniques, great stuff you can learn. You learn a lot about flying precise, very good. And so it's a real big learning process, but you can start quite easy, especially nowadays, with cheap winches and so on. And yeah, as you said, the rookie program offers quite some help to all the new people. So I think that's quite helpful for them. So use that. Come to us, write us an email, call us, talk to us on the airfield, on the competitions. We are happy to introduce new people to the sport because we love it and we like to spread the word about this great competition. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Thank you. Have there been any questions in the chat? Did I even tell that people can ask questions in the chat?
I think you didn't yet. Yes.
So
yeah. So I think there were some comments already. So from some people also that we recognize the names of course. Thanks for joining us. Launching is everything. Yes, I completely agree. So every flight starts with a launch, and so that's quite important. Yeah. And Markus Becker, he also said, yeah, there's just six tasks, not just three, because there's always a launch in between. And yes, there's also some truth to that, definitely.
Yeah.
And we also have apparently some watchers from Australia. Thank you to join us. Everybody's welcome to join there as well. So don't be afraid. There are great people all around the world flying F3B.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and just for some questions that we had a look at. So if you still have questions, just write them in the chat, or after we finished our video, just write us directly. From Sweden, somebody as well. Yeah, nice. And first thing would be like, what kind of aircraft do you need to join F3B competition? So like, let's think you are just a rookie, you never flew an F3B before, and you want to join us. What do you have as requirements to join as a rookie?
Yeah, I will try to switch back to my screen. Yeah, the requirements are relatively low when it comes to your flying skills, but yeah, the glider, of course, needs to have a hook. So just as I have shown you, you have to have a hook on your glider so we can launch you. Apart from that, yeah, it should be a plane that is strong enough for flying. It should have around 3 meters of wingspan, and yeah, I think there's a bit of F3B history. I'm not sure if I should go into that, but the modern planes are made out of carbon fiber, and I think that is a good idea if your glider is too. Yeah, so.
Yeah, so I think you could try it with another one, but yeah, it's recommended to have like at least glass fiber.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, just any F3F glider will work properly if it has a hook. You can also put a hook into an F3F glider if you have one. And there have been attempts to join with an F3J glider also. So just to have the experience and yeah, to have fun, you can also go with an F3J glider. So yeah, it's all about trying and having fun at the contest, I think. So the plane is not the key thing. It happens in your brain.
Maybe also like the best and newest models are of course quite good, yes.
Yeah.
But a lot of the top pilots are really flying quite old aircraft, like from 2003 to 2007, and they're still in the first places, especially this year also with Steffen Besemer in front. Yeah, he's flying quite an old aircraft basically, but he's still reaching the very top of the lists. So.
Yeah, it's not a pay-to-win sport. It's you have to have a good team, good flying capabilities, and the glider is nice to have the newest and shiniest glider. But yeah, there are other things in the way of winning than an old glider.
Definitely, it's more about training and setup. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So when should you arrive as a rookie at the competition? So you registered for a competition, you called the competition director and told them, yeah, or wrote them an email, I want to participate as a rookie. Can you assign me a team? And they will help you with that. But when should you come to the competition if it's your first time you participate?
Yeah, that is like in so many situations in life, it's all about the communication. So if you want to get the most possible out of your contest, then you should talk to the other team members before, and yeah, just make a date with them. Maybe you can go for a training session a few weeks before the contest, or at least on the Friday before the contest. The contests usually start on the Saturday morning. So if you arrive on Friday, like noon or something, it's usually possible to do some setup flights and yeah, just do a bit of training and get used to winch launching in contest in the contest situation. And maybe in the evening there's also a possibility for barbecue or something to build the team up and learn to know a lot of people and have some fun. Yeah, so I would say talk about it, and Friday is probably a good time.
Yeah, just be there and enjoy it. Also, that's a very big thing. It's a lot of fun to participate in these competitions with all these great people. Have fun, enjoy it. And it's also perfect to just come to the competition, even if you don't fly. If you say, yeah, I'm too worried about it, you shouldn't be. Just register and come there and participate. But come to the competition, have a look what we're doing, what the pilots are doing, how it's organized. We are happy to tell you a few things. Sometimes we're a little bit in stress, so don't worry about it. Just ask a few minutes later, and we will be able to answer you some questions and help you with all the things that you need to know. Yeah, I think that was for the question here. I just look at the chat again. Yeah, combination about outdoor adventures, sports, technical developments, flying, tactical challenges, and managing it all in a stressful situation sometimes. I would say that's more for like if you're aiming for some really good positions. Definitely, it's going to be really tactical sometimes. But even if you're just there for fun, you learn a lot about flying precise and safe. And it's improving your flying skills in every way. And not only your flying skill, it's also a mental thing. So if you get used to these competition things where you perform in front of people, you're not flying alone anywhere, it's helping you in a mental and personal capacity as well.
Yeah, that's actually a nice quote, that comment. Can we put it on a mug or something, or on a t-shirt?
I'm not sure. You can if you have a good idea about that, but yeah. No, so for example, I realized that during my Abitur, so my graduation from school, it helped me a lot. And also during my university time, it helped a lot through all the exams because I was really not nervous anymore. Because I was used to having a little bit of pressure, having a date set, you have to be there, you have to be ready. It's helping a lot for everything. So I can also just recommend bring your kids early on. They will enjoy it. They will have a great time. And just bring them. Yeah, we're happy to accommodate all of them.
Yeah, exactly. So the next point is a review of 2024.
Yeah.
On my agenda.
Yes. So yeah, first, I think that's my point, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, perfect. So wasn't completely sure if you wanted to say something first there, but I wanted to go quickly into what happened last year, especially because we had some changes in personal and some organizational stuff. So I wanted to quickly go through that and yeah, have a look what happened. So basically, the first big change we had is the World Cup. So our World Cup coordinator changed. from Martin Weberschock to Sebastian Hase. So thank you a lot to Martin Weberschock for doing this all these years, and also to Sebastian Hase for taking over this job. I'm already a lot in contact with him, and I really enjoy working with him. So I think we will make something work here really nice. And second thing that's concerning me, in the beginning of the year, I took over the job as Eurotour contest manager from Thomas Schorb. And Thomas did an amazing job for more than 10 years. So from 2014 to mid of 2024 last year. So he did this job as organizing all the contests, Eurotour competitions, doing all the calculation of points and so on. So thank you very, very much for all that dedication and that work. And yeah, now I took over, and together with Sebastian Hase, I'm working quite closely with him to organize all the dates for the competitions. And yeah, we also want to make F3B a little bit more visible to the outside world, like with events like this. And we think there are a lot of participants in F3B, quite a lot more than in some other model aircraft sports, but we don't have that much publicity yet, and we like to change that. But we can't do that alone. So please, all the pilots, there's this call for help. Please send us nice pictures that you have. If you have questions or if you have ideas for improvement, what can we make better? What can we do better for publicity, for the outside communication, for F3B? Just call us, tell us. We are extremely happy to see more discussions and articles in the outside. Don't wait for us to agree on something or something. Just write something, put it into some magazine or on forums. We're really happy about having that out there and having more publicity for our sport. Yeah, and the last thing we have, that's just a German thing. So we have a new Aktivensprecher that was voted in Lünen, so last competition last year, and that is Reinhold Krischke. Also a very big thanks here to Frank Thomas, who did it before, and to Reinhold Krischke, who's now doing this job. We're looking forward to working with them, and one of his ideas was already to make a rookie event again, maybe in Munich. Maybe we can do something as well somewhere else. We will see, but hopefully we can do a special rookie event. But don't wait for that event. Just participate in any competition. You're welcome everywhere, whenever. But that could be an additional thing for you. Yeah. So last year, I don't want to go into any statistics or stuff that could be quite, yeah, not nice. But just a few things. We had over 100 participants last year, so we are quite a lot of people. We had 6 World Cup competitions. And there are also some smaller local and regional competitions, sometimes with some adapted rules, but they are not counting into these big rankings. So I want to go quickly into the big rankings, and for that I will share my screen, and hopefully that works. So,
yeah,
Steffen, can you tell me if it's...
Yeah.
Good, perfect. So it should work. So first of all, we have the World Cup ranking. So with every competition, you get assigned some World Cup points. And the maximum points that you can get for winning a competition is dependent on how many people participate in a competition. So a big competition with a lot of participants, you can get 50 points. And for smaller competitions, you can only get a few points. And all of these results are counted together in the end. There are some special rules if there's a lot of competitions in one country, but basically they're mostly counted together. And in the end, you get a total point result. And in 2024, it was won by Steffen Besemer with 142 points, quite ahead of Andreas Herrig with 89 points and Jürgen Pölzl with 84 points. And you can see it's quite close behind that. And this time it was quite a leap ahead of Steffen Besemer. Usually it's very close on the top for some pilots. So congratulations to this great result. And the other big tour that we have, it's a separate ranking on the same competitions. That's the Contest Eurotour ranking. And here we have a percentage rule. So we take from each participant over the year. We take the 3 best results of the year with in comparison to the best of this competition. So, for example, we can see here in Kulmbach, the red lined one, Steffen Besemer won this competition, so he got 100% of the points of this competition. But for example, in Örebro, he was not the winner. He got 99.09%. And we add together the 3 best results, and we get a total ranking of 299.09% for Steffen Besemer last year, and he also won with that result the contest Euro Tour. In second place, we have Jürgen Pölzl, and in third place, we have Jens Buchert. So we have a little bit different kind of how we do the rankings. It's only 3 competition instead of almost all of them. And we do calculate the percentages together and not the World Cup points. So it's a different kind of how we calculate the results. And so, like you can see here, the first place is the same, but the other places are a little bit different. And of course, all of these things are only possible to do if we have some organization. And in this regard, it's the contest Euro Tour. And since I manage that, I also want to thank all the sponsors that we have for a contest, because without them, it wouldn't be possible to do all this. And you can see it here on the bottom of this ranking. We have quite a lot of sponsors who make it possible to put up the website, who put some prizes for the winners, and also to give some prizes away at the end of the year. And we will come to that in a little bit, where we do a raffle for all the pilots that participated last year already. Okay, I think that's for that part. So back to you, Steffen.
Yeah, thank you. Not only for showing us the results, but also for the whole organization that is standing behind that. It looks like a lot of work. And
it can be sometimes, but I'm working on automating a lot of the stuff. Not completely done yet. Have quite a lot to do in my job as well, so
yeah,
lagging a little bit behind that. But yeah, I'm hoping to do that this year, and to avoid any errors that occurred last year, unfortunately. But I try to get better in that stuff, and yeah,
nice.
Learn from the mistakes in the past.
Yeah, that's actually what it's all about. Learn from mistakes. Yeah, very nice. So what Christian already said, we need your help, and it's not that hard to help a bit. For example, if we post something on Facebook or something, and you hit the like button, or even better, hit the share button and show it to your Facebook friends or something, this will improve the reach of our of the things that, for example, Christian is posting to the internet, to Facebook, and will help spread the love of F3B, which I would call it in this moment. So yeah, this also this fits also for this video here. So feel free to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. So yeah, it's how the internet works. If people show that they like something, the algorithm will show it to other people. And if you want to help us with a little work, then do these things, hit the like buttons. For example, follow the site of F3B.de on Facebook. And yeah, this will show the different platforms that our content is important for people. So yeah, this was 24, sorry. And I will now go to 2025. And to do so, I will have to switch. Oops, that's not the right one. Yeah, it's our first time. We don't know what we are doing.
Yeah, I think we're happy that it's still working, everything, and yeah.
This is for later. I wanted to show this, and I have to look for it. Yeah, okay. this is what I wanted to show. These are the dates for the upcoming events, F3B contests in 2025. I will not read the list, but I can tell you that you can find it on F3B.de. We will put the link in the description of this video also, together with some other links that are useful if you want to register for a contest or something. And yeah, so maybe just this is for every contest. It's important that as soon as it is opened, the registration, and Christian, correct me if I'm wrong, but for Binning it's already open, right?
Yes, I think it's open since a few days, so you're already able to register. I just did it before our meeting, so that I will be in. And please register as early as possible if you think you will participate, because it helps a lot for the organizer to know that there are enough people that will come and that it's worth it to keep this registration online and the competition is a go. It's really, really helpful, and please don't register in the last minute. Register as early as possible, and I will also try to get the organizers to put these registrations online as early as possible. So I will talk with or write with them in the next weeks, so that it's online, and or I have a date when it will get online. And I will also update these lists, of course, if I get any news there. Just a very small addition for these competitions. I'm still working myself on trying to organize a competition as well. It should be south of Munich or southwest of Munich in Germany. I'm still not fully done with all the organizational stuff. The site is not final yet, so I will try to continue on doing that, but it will unfortunately little bit later notice on when you get the final details about that competition. I'm really looking forward to doing that, and I hope that everything works out and we will have one more competition around Munich.
Yeah, thank you.
But I think also there's one big date that we have next year, so it's the World Championship.
Yeah, thanks for the intro.
And I hope that you have some more information for us as well there.
I do, of course. It's the outlook for 2025, which definitely the World Championship belongs, which will take place in Germany. But before that, I would like to talk about the last World Championship, which was in Denmark. I was also there. I was official helper of the American team. I had a lot of fun. Learned to know a lot of people, met new people, and made so many good experiences. There are also on my YouTube channel videos about these. I did with some reports with Martin Weberschock in the evenings of the contest days, and it's if it's a rainy Sunday or something, go and enjoy these movies. It will put you back to the airfield in your mind, and yeah, because of this, I will just show you the Aftermovie that I made, and which is also available on my YouTube channel, so you get the right feeling for the World Championship topic, so that I can tell you about the next World Championship with all people in the right mood for that.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward very much to that competition. So yeah, not sure how much sound you have on that video. Okay, a little bit, yeah. No, I unfortunately I don't see it in live. It's a little bit delayed when I see the video, so I can't tell anything about the video directly. Yeah. So it was a great experience for me. Also, big thank you to all the German team that invited me to participate as a helper. It was the first time I was at the World Championship, actually. So it was a great thing to be there. It was exciting. It was great to meet all these people from all around the world. especially from people from countries far away like Japan, Australia, and from the US as well, Chile, that are not there usually in the European competitions. So it was an amazing event. And I'm really looking forward to the next event in North Germany. Yeah, very happy that it will happen so close to us, and I will be able to get there as well. And maybe also you can see that all the participants really give everything in these competitions to try to achieve the best results, help the pilots, and yeah, having a lot of fun as well. So it's not just fun for the pilots, but it's also, if you're just the helper, you can have a lot of fun during these competitions. So yeah, we are looking, I think, for helpers. I probably will have some more information about that after the video, but just participate. It's a great thing to be in.
Yeah, very true. That's definitely. I lost the ranking of the World Championship, but I think I can recover it, because that's also something we should talk about.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Do you need the link again?
Sorry? No, I have it.
Do you have it?
Thank
Okay,
you.
good.
This is the website F3X World, and on this site you can find the results of very many contests, and you can also filter it down for F3B, and you get very detailed results of the contests, and these are the results of the World Championship. So
2023. So
sorry?
2 years ago now. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did I say?
No, it's just a clarification.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So you see that there have been 7 rounds, or at least there's one task of the 7th rounds. So 6 complete rounds have been flown, which means that every task has been flown: distance, speed, and also duration. And you can click on every round here and get pretty detailed results of what happened in this situation. So you can dive into the numbers. This is, I think, the matter of taste. If you are more the number person or more the have fun on the flying field person. But yeah, if you are at the World Championship, the things get serious. So maybe you should also dive into the numbers. And here you can see how little the distance was actually on the points between the first and the second place. It's around 30 points that decided over the first place on the World Championship, which means that, for example, if you are landing your glider in the duration flying, and you don't meet the landing point, but you are some meters away, that can cost you the World Championship actually. So and that's the same thing on the contests, and it doesn't matter if you are on the first and the second place, or if you are between the 15th and the 16th place. Sometimes it's these little things after a weekend where you think, okay, I should train this more. This flying, for example, this landing on the duration flying.
Yeah, that's actually sometimes really a thing that makes a difference, the landing points. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The pilot, I mean, knows who I mean.
Yeah, we all know pilots that have made these experiences.
Yeah. And I have to include myself as well there. So I also had these situations where, like, these landings, they made a difference, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this for the ranking again from the 2023 World Championship, and now we like to shift over to the championship in 2025, which will take place in Germany. And the Bulletin 1 has just been released. So this is which is this thing here. I have to find it. Sorry. There we go. Okay. So this is the official Bulletin 0, sorry, I just said 1, it's 0, which clarifies the location, for example, of the flying field. There have been a lot of contests on this flying field actually. It's in the east of Germany, and there are some information. We will link this document on the website for the contest, and also put the link in the video description. This might take some days because we have to update the website to get this fresh document in there. And so this is like the basic information about the flying field, and also a lot of other information, but I won't go into detail now on this one. I would just like to animate you to share the love again, and let people know that we are doing this World Championship. Maybe there are some people that are not sure yet if they want to join, so please make them join the contest. We would like to have at least as much fun as we had on the last World Championship, and make this a nice happening in August. So this is maybe an important
even if you don't have a full team in your country or so, just contact with the organizers. I think in the last years were also some teams that combined their forces, like 3 people from 3 countries went together and just helped each other out there.
Yeah.
So it's also possible to participate if you're not a full team.
Yeah, and there's a wildcard registration possibility, which should also be mentioned in this document.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. The contest will take place in August, and it usually starts on Monday, the official World Championship, and there's a pre-contest on the weekend before. So if you, for example, arrive on Friday, you can fly the pre-contest, which is from the registration side. It's just the same as any other contest. You can fly there no matter how good you've been flying in the years before. You don't have to qualify for the pre-contest. So you can fly on the World Championship airfield. So maybe collect some experiences for the future and have fun. And after that, maybe you can help another team. This is actually what I did in 2023 in Rödekro. I also flew the pre-contest, and on Monday I started my new job with helping the team from the USA. And you can have a really nice time there. Talking about that, it's also we also need more helpers for the contest, and I talked about the helpers on the A base and the B base before. So there need to be people sitting under the lines and pushing buttons when planes appear on their sighting device. We still need people to do that, and also for taking the times in duration flying. And there's free lunch, free meals, and also accommodation for the helpers. So if you have anybody in mind that might be interested in joining the F3B World and doing and getting their first experiences with this, if they have a thumb, they get hired. So if you can push buttons, then you can join the helper team. And just talk about it, and also share this information with your friends, with your flying club maybe. It's all about communication, as I already said. So we hope that we get a lot of helpers and also a lot of participants from all over the world, and make it happen.
Yeah. And just a thing, if you're international pilots coming to the World Championship, there's also the week before, there's the competition in Jeseník in Czech Republic. So you can even do 2 competitions in Europe in 2 weeks. So that might also be a thing to consider. Yeah. And I think in the chat, there is also from Erik Heine, he said that the Danish competition is already up for registration as well now.
Okay, I have to go.
Yeah, I have to register as well. Yeah. There's a question. Why isn't Hulben and Gröbingen taking place in 2024? Yeah, unfortunately, the clubs were not able to organize the competitions anymore. With Gröbingen, there was a time issue, and Hulben, I'm not completely sure what was the reason. But that's also why I'm trying to make this new competition happen. But as I said, it's still a lot of things to make and to fix before that's done. Yeah. And of course, we're hoping to get Gröbingen and Hulben back in the next years. Maybe there's a possibility there. Okay,
Yeah, nice.
perfect.
So,
I think that was it for 2025. Really?
exactly, yeah. I
Good.
have nothing to add. So now we
Okay,
come
so
to the climax of this whole live stream.
yes. So I will share my screen again.
Christian will now spin the wheel of fortune.
Yes. First of all, I want to have a big thank you to all the sponsors of Contest Euro Tour again. You can see all of them for last year on this picture already. Without them, it would not be possible, especially with big sponsors like Höllein and also what we have now, the prizes from Char Servo and KST. Thank you very much for all your donations and all your help. Without you, it would not be possible to have this competition series like we have it today. And to make it fair, who gets the prizes, I made a random number generator that's generating a number from all the participants. And of course, I took myself out of it. So don't worry about that. But if I would be drawn still, I would take me out again. But I will just roll the dice and we will get a result on the screen. So first of all, maybe I have to switch back quickly to my share. So I think now you should see me again.
Yep.
So let's have a look. We have several prizes here, like the Char Servo HV85H and the KST X10 Pro A. And we have 4 of the Char Servos and 2 of the KST. So I will do the raffle in packs of 2. So we will start with the Char Servo. And we will have a look who wins that. So I'll share the screen again. So the screen should be on again. And
Yeah.
I will roll the dice now.
Drum roll.
And we have a result. And the winner is place 39, Jonas Majewski from
Yay.
Germany. Congratulations. You just won 2 Char Servo HV85 servos. And I will try to give it to you on the next competition, or if you're ever around Munich or so, we can organize something. Congratulations.
Congratulations from me too.
And it's really nice that some of our neo pilots just got the first prize, so I'm really happy about that. So you can see it doesn't change anything if you're flying for a long time or not so long. Just be there and you can be the winner for some prizes. So let's go to the second raffle. So we have the KST servos now, the X10 Pro A. And I will run the machine again. Running. And we have another winner. And the winner is place 57, Robert Hermans from the Netherlands. Congratulations.
Yay. Congratulations, Hermann. Robert, sorry.
Yeah, I just took the names from the result list.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. Okay, and last but not least, we have another Char Servos to give away. And I'll let it run, and it's running. And the result is place 3, Jens Buchert from Germany. Congratulations. You've won 2 Char Servos.
Congratulations, Jens. He's always winning the nice stuff.
Yeah.
On the World Championship. in Denmark, he won a nice pair of sunglasses. I'm a bit jealous.
Okay. Yeah. So, congratulations to all the winners. I hope to see you all this year again. Come to the competitions and then you can get your prizes. So, yeah, looking forward to meeting all of you again.
Very nice. Yeah. So, I think we are through with our agenda.
Yeah.
Christian and I already talked about it. We had a lot of fun. It was, I think, not perfect, but it was fun either way. And I hope that you enjoyed it too. You can leave a comment or tell us if we should stop this this stuff for the next years, or maybe you liked it also, and we can do this again in 2026, which is about 1 year away. I wish you all
Also,
a nice day, or maybe you have to go to bed now. This has been streamed all around the world. For some people, the day just started, and for other people, the day will just now end. And so have a good time.
Yeah, I think the only thing to
Take
say
care.
is like, keep up with us, keep up with social media, what we're posting. There will be more information about how to start with F3B as well in the next upcoming months, and register for a competition and just come by and visit us.
Yeah, exactly. So then, that's it for today. See you on the next contest.
See you.
Bye.